Hello and welcome back to Everybody Hates Barney, or an extreme challenge to survive as a bandit out in the middle of nowhere where everyone is basically at war against you, and it's very, very unlikely that we're going to be able to get into any towns, at least in the early game. Hopefully I'm going to be able to level up my roguery skill relatively quickly here because, well, I'm hopeful that what we can do, now that we're down in the desert territories, thank you to someone in the comments that actually let me know about this, apparently desert bandits have blunt weapons, so I'm very, very excited to see whether we can actually get our hands on a couple of those. Otherwise, apart from that, I'm going to put the one last point that I have here, because I just leveled up apparently, didn't even know that, but yeah, we're going to put that into roguery, and then we're just going to go straight on in against these desert bandits. So I'm hopeful that we're going to get some blunt weapons here. If we do, then we'll actually start taking people prisoner. And it's actually going to be so much more effective for us to do that. So I'm actually going to be telling everyone to charge in here. I don't see a reason why we shouldn't really just charge straight in. These guys, if they are wearing, or shall we say using blunt weapons, which it does look as though they are, we shouldn't really have to worry too much, and as you can see, I am just absolutely murdering. It doesn't actually even matter. Look at this. This is actually crazy. We've got so much killing power right now. Look at that. That is actually kind of amazing. And yeah, there you go. That's the victory. That was quick, wasn't it? Yeah, that was very nice and quick. Okay, so we do get one prisoner, which I didn't really care about too much, but it's nice nevertheless. We also have the highwayman that I was talking about in the previous episode. He's going to join us, of course. And we got unlucky. All right, we got unlucky here. Maybe unlucky because this spear is actually a little bit better than what we were using beforehand. It does have less reach, but it is generally better in every other way. Not sure if we really want to use it though, because the length obviously is the most important thing when it comes to spears. So I think I'm probably just going to leave it the way it is right now, and then we're going to try and find some more desert bandits. Alright, so I actually found some. This is 11 of them though. I'm a little bit dubious about actually attacking 11 because they are inevitably going to have, yeah, these guys. Oh, we killed one of them at least already. That was super fast. We killed another one. That's great. Let's try and kill this guy. There we go. He's dead too. Let's kill this one. There we go. He's also dead. Let's get... Oh, I was hopeful for 100% kill rate there, but no, we're not going to be lucky enough to do that. There we go. Nice. Okay, that's it. That is all she wrote. Hopefully, where's the last cavalry guy? There he is. There he is. Okay, let me see if I can actually take him down too. But yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about when saying about how many uses of a throwing weapon you can actually get. It makes so much difference when the throwing weapon actually deals some kind of damage, because technically, if you hit them in the right place, you know, because certain armor obviously is going to be more protective, but if you hit them in the right place, they're just gonna die. They're just gonna flop over instantaneously, and it's gonna be amazing. Anyway, looks as though this guy's just gonna run, or maybe not, because he was just absolutely murdered by our own people. So that's great. There we go, 2.3 renown for that. We've got some Bedouin rovers. I'm not entirely sure what they even become, to be honest, but I guess it doesn't really matter to me, to be fair. Aha, there it is. Thank you very much for letting me know about this once again. And we also got a saddle here too. Very, very useful. So let's just take this. Gonna swap out my axe for the mace, even though, as I've said before, I actually really like this axe. It's actually quite funny because it is literally one of the worst things you can probably get in the entire game. I've never used an axe like this before. I've used one-handed axes for sure, but I haven't used anything like this. So yeah, it's actually not bad. I mean, look at it. It does 60 cutting damage. 60 cutting damage is not bad at all. This, however, does 40 blunt damage. Now, obviously, blunt damage does have a high penetration value, which is obviously fantastic against highly armored targets. There is a hideout here as well, which we may want to do at some point in the near future. But let's just try and capture a couple of these bandits. Not entirely sure how I'm supposed to get roguery skill from here. I think basically the best way we can get roguery skill is just to try and capture as many bandits as possible and then have them join us. Should I... Should I just tell my people to go? Let's just tell my people to go in and actually see what happens. There we go. We actually did get someone. Look at that. And he's actually going to be joining us. What do these guys actually even become? They can become Azerite Light Archers or Nomad Bandits. But we're going to need... Oh, dear. Yes. We're going to need horses. We're going to need a lot of horses to be able to make that work. Ooh, good gloves. Nice. Okay, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, so we are slowly gaining some roguery skill, as you can see right here. Every single time we go into a battle, we seem to gain at least one roguery skill. And the thing that we want to mostly get here is this. We want Two-Faced. That is one of the most important things we can get, at least for this particular character. Obviously, usually, I would say that this is basically useless, because this is not going to be something that you're really going to need to do or want to do, because you're not going to be at war against every single faction. But in our situation, this is going to be extremely, extremely useful. And then obviously we do have some other things later on down the line. There is going to be something here that we really want to get. We really want to get this. Scarface is very, very good. And then we also do want to get, potentially, Smuggler Connections. I've talked about this in previous series. Smuggler Connections is one of the most powerful perks you can get in the game for making money. And, you know, when you can sneak into a place, maybe it's actually going to be kind of useful. Anyway, let's actually just go over here to the horse village, see what I can actually do about this. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need, alright. Okay, wait. Let's see here. I'm going to actually just sell pretty much everything. I might get rid of my shield, actually, and we might just use 2 javelins. Because at the moment, I feel like we're not really gonna need the shield, and by the time we need the shield, maybe it's not even gonna be, I don't know, we're gonna have a good amount of thrown weapons. Thrown weapon skill. So we're just going to get 431, sell the shield. Sell these. There we go, 680. Not bad, not bad. So now, if we just take a quick look here, let's look at our horses, right? Let's look at our horses. So we are going to buy one. As you can see, it increased our speed by 0.1. Let's get another horse, and that increased our speed by 0.1 once again. So that's really, really good. And then we also have the capability, potentially, once our Bedouin Rovers get some experience, to level those up into their next tier. Alright, so my goal here in this particular battle is to actually eliminate and indeed try to take the mounted people prisoner. So I'm going to try to kill their mounts if I can, because obviously they're not going to bring those with them if they do end up joining our party. So I'm going to try to get these guys knocked unconscious, because if I can do that, we are going to have an insane, really, really powerful unit helping us, which is going to be very, very useful if I can actually make that work. No, don't get hit by that. Oh no, that would have been bad. Okay, come on now. Get him. Yes, there we go. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And, well, yes, the rest of them just got absolutely murdered, because that's just exactly what happens. But I did exactly what I wanted to do here, which was to get this. Now, these, obviously, as you may expect, they're kind of similar to how Forest Bandits are. And, well, if you don't know this, I mean, you probably do, but I'm going to mention it anyway. Forest Bandits advance, once you have Veterans Respect, into some of the most powerful archers in the game, similar to how the Harami, which is what we have here, advancing into some very powerful cavalry. And you're going to need Veterans Respect, as you can see right there. Not entirely sure why they changed the name of that anyway, but yeah, anyway, let's do this. We can get some more Nomad Bandits leveled up. We can get some more Looters. Level up our roguery skill, as you can see there. This is a nice spear. I'm going to use that spear instead of the one we were using beforehand. And we also got a cloak. Oh yes, a scarf no less, or a shawl in actual fact. Okay, never mind. Alright, yes, in the desert, that is what we need. We need a shawl. Indeed, yes, that is very, very nice. Okay, so anyway, we did actually gain a perk in one-handed skill, so, well, you know my thought process on 2%, 5%, you know, these things don't do anything. They're basically pointless, to be honest. You know, they don't they don't do anything at all. You know, 2% additional swing speed, who cares, you know? Who cares? If I am going to win in a duel, it is going to come down to whether the guy opposite me has 300,000 weapon skill and I have 2, rather than me having a perk that gives me 2% weapon skill, you know, or should we say weapon speed, you know. That is literally what it's going to come down to at the end of the day. Anyway, we have some looters here. Let's go in and fight those guys. And then we're going to try out our new spear. I am really wanting to level up my thrown weapons, but let's just try out the new spear a little bit here. Ooh, nice. It actually seems to do a lot more damage. So I like that. Yeah, look at that. It's doing 80 as an average. Got to be a little bit careful about these guys, though. They are actually quite damaging with their stones, especially when playing on the highest modifier. This is going to be harsh. Okay, wait. Especially considering I don't have any armor as well. That's also making a big difference. And funnily enough, the Imperials that we got, right? The Imperials that we got earlier, they've actually advanced into Palatine Guards. And as you might expect, Palatine Guards are literally some of the most wonderful archers that you can get in the peasant troop tree, because obviously they're not nobles. And yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised that they are still even, you know, in there. As I say, they are really, really good. And there you go. We took a lot of damage from doing this, which is really not very good. And, you know, all intents and purposes, one of the best ways that you can even gain medicine skill, for example, because that's actually what I'm attempting to do here. I actually want medicine skill as much as possible, but unfortunately for me, I'm getting a little bit overzealous with going into battles. I've been actually attempting to level it up by just sending my people in automatically. Because if I send them in, they are inherently just going to, you know, do their own thing. They're going to get a little bit wounded here and there, and my medicine skill is inevitably going to level up. And upon leveling up, well, you guessed it, we're going to then have preventive medicine. Preventive medicine being one of the strongest perks in the entire game for being such a low-ranking perk. And available almost at the very beginning of the game, pretty much. It's actually staggering. Alright, buckle up. It is time for us to fight our first band of villagers. And now, you may be thinking, oh, well, this is gonna be super easy, right? Well, you know, you've taken a look at the skills of the peasants. They're actually pretty decent. I mean, their gear is gonna be the most problematic thing for them, of course. However, the main reason why we're doing this is for cash. Right, it's for cash, and if we can actually capture a couple of these guys, we're going to be able to convert them, and indeed they are then going to act as regular troops. As I said to you before, we're only going to be dealing with captives. We're not going to be regularly recruiting from villages or anything like that. Alright, so let's see what we can actually do here. Maybe I can kill a couple with my thrown weapons. I want to be a little bit careful about being too damaged here, because the main problem we're going to have is if I get damaged by any of these guys and then we get pursued by a vassal or something like that, I don't really want to have that be a thing, if at all possible. I'm actually just going to tell my people to go into auto-delegate here, because I don't really want to spare the time in ordering them around. And I'm just going to let my forces do their own thing, and if they do get themselves killed, then I will be very annoyed. But, you know, that's just how things are going to go. Hopefully they're going to be fine, because I'm doing pretty well in regards to my accuracy so far. Or... as soon as I say that, it's always the case. Boom, just die, you know? I just literally lose my accuracy as soon as I go, oh yes, my accuracy has been okay, you know? And then I just end up having some problems. Anyway, we're going to be letting one of those guys go, as there is a reason for that. There is actually a strategy surrounding that, and you'll see exactly why in just a moment. Maybe we're going to be able to catch up, maybe we won't be able to. What we're going to do is we're going to try to pursue the one villager, if we can. Let's see if we can actually catch up. We may not be able to even catch up at this point, because they are too fast. No, we are actually catching up. This is great. So now what we can do is we can do a little bit of bargaining. Yes, a little bit of bargaining. So as you can see, I can just say, there we go. I want everything, right? So now look at this. I'm going to just go 166. Sure. There you go. Done. He's just going to give me 166. That is so much more than what he would have given me otherwise. And generally, I would have probably been able to say I want everything, and maybe he would have given me even more. But maybe not. And so, you know, it's a lot better just to kind of hedge your bets there. And obviously, as we are dealing with, you know, pinching our pennies, as it were, we are having to be very, very careful with everything in regards to that. Anyway, 25% chance of dismounting an enemy cavalry with heavy hits with your throwing weapons. This is okay, but I don't really care about it that much. I think actually having a damage bonus from speed with throwing weapons is probably going to be a little bit more impactful for us, but only a 0.3%? I'm not sure. Maybe that's going to be really good, actually. Maybe that's going to be really good, but we're already killing enemies super instantly, so I'm thinking maybe this is going to be good, but I'm going to mostly kill enemies in one hit. I don't know, let's just try it out. We can always respec, I suppose. Okay, so we're kind of capped out on riding skill right here. Scouting is obviously going to be very, very useful later on down the line because we're going to have a lot of speed. It's going to give us a lot of speed. Yes. It probably will, at the very least. However, riding skill is what we're going to be going for here, because I am primarily riding around on my horse, of course. You know, I am on my horse. And yeah, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to start phasing out these looters, and we're going to have to start doing something with the Bedouin rovers instead. And I can only hope that we're going to have a pretty decent time going forward here, because as you can no doubt tell, my wages are now 100 gold. They are, indeed, 100 gold. They are 100 gold per day, which is really bad, actually. This is very, very harsh. So what I'm actually going to have to do is I will have to go into this bandit hideout, and we're going to have to... Wait a minute. Oh, there's 14 bandits. Okay, let's actually attack those 14 bandits real fast. And then we'll go into the bandit hideout. I'm just trying to look for the most valuable targets at the moment. I was actually kind of hoping that the villagers would give me slightly more, but they didn't. So, a little bit of a shame there. I did lose one of my Palatine guards just now as well, which is also kind of annoying, but... you know, that's just how it's going to go, isn't it? That is just how it's going to go, especially when we do auto-resolves and things like that. But as you can see, now my medicine skill is going to level up. And that is what we want. We want it to get to 25 as fast as possible. Unfortunately, I just haven't had the opportunity to really auto-resolve that much because I haven't had any troops to be able to do that. So, yeah, anyway. Let's get some more people here. Let's wait for nighttime. And then we'll go in. Now, I did explore the area enough. Oh, hello. Wait a minute. Is it okay that I actually stay here? Yeah, it is fine. Okay. Wait a minute. Is it actually okay that I stay here? Is this guy actually gonna... Are you serious right now that this guy's actually gonna chase us? If this guy chases us afterwards, we may be in some huge problems. Okay. That's not so good, is it? No, that's not so good. Okay. I am basically not going to be taking any of my mounted troops right here. And I'm just going to be taking the archers as the main thing I want to do here is safeguard my investment. I do not want my people to run in there, and I'm talking about the cavalry. I don't want the cavalry to run in there and waste their horses, because I've obviously invested in them quite a lot of cash, and I would prefer it if they wouldn't get themselves killed. So that's the reason why I'm doing that. Anyway, let's be very sneaky here. Nope. Too much. Nope. That's awful. There we go. That's a nice hit. Nice hit. Okay, there we go. Not bad, not bad. Okay, let's get to the 100 athletics, please. That would be nice. And let's see. I don't see anyone else right here. We do have 2 more people. Oh, a bit too high. That's my problem right now. There we go. There we go. Nice headshots all around for the most part. And I missed one. Wait a minute. Where was that? Where did I miss that? There we go. There it is. Okay, need to make sure. I need to be very economical with this, because there are 4 groups, right? There are 4 groups of desert bandits in here. And I'm actually wondering about telling my people to charge in now. Maybe that would be a good idea. They're going to pretty much destroy anything that they come across, because they are very high tier in comparison to these desert bandits. And these guys don't even have shields. So they should theoretically do very well, but there's theory and then there's theory, you know what I mean? Okay, let me see what I can do here. That was lucky. Okay, nice. Anyone else? Anyone else want a piece? Anyone else? Nope. Okay. Yeah, I think I might actually have to tell my people to charge. Oh, what are you doing here? What's this guy doing here? What is he doing with that massive weapon? Do you see that? He's unzipping. What? Okay, whew, that was close. We almost had some problems. Luckily, we have our pants on, so we should be fine. But wow, that was scary. That was scary. He had such a massive weapon. Did you see that? I know you didn't want to look down, but come on. You know, you gotta be a little bit careful there. Anyway, let's see. No, we're fine. We're fine. I can always pick these up. Just bear that in mind. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Let's hope there's no one else around here. Pick this up right here. Thank you. And I think we have 2 more enemies. It looks as though from the bar we have 2 more enemies. So I have 2 more javelins. That's absolutely perfect. And I just have to be a little bit careful. Can't be... There we go. Nice. 1 more. There he is. Oh, they're not doing a very good job of guarding this place, that's for sure. Okay, here we go. Oh, I can't believe I missed that. That would have been such a glorious attack. Oh well, never mind. Good enough. Okay, so I have a pretty terrible weapon to deal with this guy. Maybe, I'm actually not entirely sure. Maybe the blunt damage is actually going to be providing a bit more of an advantage than you might expect. But we are definitely going to be doing a duel with him. There we go. Let's try and take him down. I am pretty fast in comparison to him. Okay, there we go. Yeah, as I said, not great. Not great. The axe probably would have destroyed his shield, right? Probably would have destroyed his shield really, really quickly, but unfortunately the mace does not have that benefit. However, the mace does have this benefit, where we are basically able to take 4 cavalry units prisoner instantaneously. Super, super powerful. And yeah, this is actually really good. So, oh, look at the helmet we just got. All right, that is a massive upgrade right there. Absolutely massive upgrade. Okay, is there anything else that we want to take here? Well, yeah, there's a huge amount, but we're going to just take it all. We do have the space for it, after all, and we are not disorganized. So this guy is actually moving faster than we are right now. Is that true? Oh, dear. Yeah. When you have no shields and no ranged weapons equipped. I mean, technically you could drop your thrown weapons and run away if you really need to. I personally don't like this particular perk that much, but I'm going to take powerful nevertheless. It's 4% damage with all weapons, right? Yeah, so this guy is actually going to catch up to us if we don't get rid of some prisoners. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of a couple of these. Even though I don't want to, because they're far and away going to be better than the looters that we have. Wait. They're still catching up. How are they still catching me? They can't possibly catch up. Look at this. 4.8. It's 4.8. Well, look at this. We're moving at 5 and they're moving at 4.8. That makes no sense whatsoever. Oh, look at that. My steward skill actually started to level up. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, those guys we do not want to mess with. Those other, that other vassal right there has primarily cavalry, and we do not want to mess with that whatsoever. Alright, one thing we're going to do, and let's just hope that these guys don't see fit to, you know, attack me or something like that, but one thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of all our stuff, right? This is going to be the most important thing for us to do right now, because if we get rid of all our stuff, we're then going to be able to move on with, you know, less cargo, basically. And I think that might have been contributing quite a bit to our overall state of getting almost captured or getting almost stopped. And this is indeed one of those cases where we have to be super, super careful, because I do not want to get captured again if I can help it. Because this is the point in the game that's very, very brutal if you lose, right? If you get a, you know, we've seen that in the previous episode, you know. We do not want to get captured. I'm actually super surprised that they are still chasing us right here. Okay. They've got 1,000 gold. Okay, we can basically get rid of a lot of stuff here. Let's get rid of all of this. Yeah, we can get rid of everything. That's very nice. And we can get rid of the saddles as well. There we are. I need to find a horse. Yeah, there we go. There's a horse village. That is where I primarily need to go. And we now have scouting. Okay, so here we go. Do we have deserts? 2% increased travel speed on steppes and plains. This may help. I don't think it will, but I don't think, no, as you can see, the next one actually helps us with desert travel. Oh dear. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Okay, so we now have almost 3,000 gold. Wow, okay, I didn't even realize we had so much. So that's actually very nice. So what we're going to do, these are pretty cheap horses as well, is we're just going to buy some of these. I'm going to spend quite a lot. I don't really want to, but it's somewhat necessary. Okay, it's somewhat necessary for us to do this, because if we don't, these guys are going to catch us pretty fast. And what I would love to have happen actually is for these nomad bandits, the Harami and the desert bandit boss, to actually get converted to our side and join us. That would be fantastic. Oh, they finally left. Okay, whew. Okay, that's a load off my mind. Now we don't have to worry about it. Alright, we're in another bandit hideout, and I actually came across this in literally one of the most abandoned regions that I've ever seen. Not entirely sure how that was even possible, but apparently it was. And not entirely sure how that was even possible, me missing that first shot. That was interesting. And yeah, anyway, thankfully we can pick this up. So yeah, no one else actually even knew that that happened, so that's good. Let's see if I can go for a nice long-range shot. Okay, that was a good one. Not bad, not bad. All right, I like that. That was a good headshot right there. It seems like my my overestimating the distance in most shots seemed to be quite beneficial in that particular one. But there you go. All right, there's only well, there are supposed to be only 2 groups of enemies in here. But it looks as though the bar is quite a bit larger. I've come in by myself, by the way. I'm not in with anyone else. I don't have any troops to support me or anything like that, because I kind of thought to myself, if my allies are not actually doing anything, as in if they're not actually helping me or getting any kills, then it basically makes no sense whatsoever for them to even enter. Because they don't get any experience that way, and they don't actually need experience, hilariously enough. The only people that actually need experience are gonna be the Bedouin rovers, but, well, they're not actually part of my party yet. They will be, but just not yet. We have a bunch of looters, and the looters need veterans' respect to have anything happen to them, because looters actually don't level up into anything bandit-wise, so there's also that. And, oh yes, I just wanted to address the question of whether I should install Forbury or not. Now, I'm gonna immediately say I do have a series on Forbury. I have actually played with Forbury quite a few times, and you should definitely check it out. There is probably a link on the first episode. I think I put a pinned comment or something like that there. and the playlist is going to be found there. But basically, Forbury is an absolutely fantastic mod. Probably one of the best mods that I've ever seen, incorporating base game mechanics with additional things and actually doing it in such a seamless way that it is extremely impressive. However, as I stated at the very beginning of this particular series, I wanted to make this a completely unmodded playthrough just because I feel like Forbury does add a lot of additional options, and because it adds so many really good options, I think it may make it easier. You see what I mean? I think it might make it slightly easier, and that's the reason why I'm trying to keep it as puristic as possible, if at all, you know, if we can, you know, because if we don't do that, then we're going to end up with a situation where I can sneak into a place relatively easily just because Forbury allows us to be able to do that, or we can do a prison break or other things like that. And don't get me wrong, I think that mod is amazing. I love that mod. I think it's really good. But as I say, in this case, I just don't want to make it easier. I want to make this as challenging as we can with being still, you know, adhering to the rules. There we go, nice. This is basically the only way that I can get one-handed skill. Super funny. I mean, most of the time, this is the only way I can get one-handed skill, and there we have it. Okay, so we killed absolutely everyone, which is really great, and boom. Once again, look at what we've got going on here. Look at this. This is absolutely insane, having the ability to do this. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get rid of my looters now. I'm going to get rid of the looter population. And let's see, do I have herding now? No, I still do not have herding. We've got a bunch of Aserai peasants too, which I will take because they actually level up into Aserai recruits, and then you can level them up into regular units, which is, in my opinion, kind of cool. And the prisoners are the main issue here, as you can see. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just very much hoping that some of these Bedouins are actually going to start joining us sometime soon. That would be nice, because if they don't, we may be in some trouble, because they're going to, well, the prisoners are going to basically slow us down a great deal, and we're not going to have the ability to run away from vassals and various other people like that. Let's actually see here. Yeah, no herding problems so far. My cavalry and footmen on horses are kind of offsetting the problem, and they're also offsetting the issue that we're traveling in the desert. But yes, anyway. Oh, they actually have some more stuff. Okay, that's pretty nice. They have some more money, so I can get rid of a lot of things. And I will buy some horses. Let's buy some more. Shall we? Shall we buy some more horses? I guess so, right? Does this actually do anything? Doesn't seem like it does anything, actually. It might not even do anything now. Huh. Do I... You know what? Let's buy one additional horse. Okay. Every single time, I think that's probably a good plan, or shall we say a good mindset to have. Basically, whenever we pass by a horse village, just go and get one, you know. Just go and get a horse. Because inevitably, we are going to need them when we get the Bedouin rovers. They're going to advance into their, you know, cavalry-centric upgrade. And it's probably going to be pretty useful, you know? It's probably going to be pretty useful. My medicine, unfortunately, is still stagnating quite a bit. Leadership, again, is also stagnating. The main way that you level up leadership in the beginning of the game, actually, is just by recruiting normally from villages. And that's obviously a bit of an issue. One thing we could do, though, which may in fact be a thing that we might end up doing in general, is if there is a rebellion of some kind and we have the capability to do it, I think it would be really, really cool. I'm going to go for some more scouting skill, by the way, here. Yeah, I think it would be very, very cool if I could capture a castle or a town or something along those lines. I think that would be really, really exciting. Because then we would be able to turn one of our companions, which I don't have any of at the moment, but once I do have some companions, I will be able to turn them into a party, and then I can have them join my army, and that's another way that we can level up leadership. Of course, we've done that in the past. But, you know, I'm just letting you know various options that we may indeed have. Okay, so as I said to you before, let's just stop on by here. Buy one horse, I guess. Buy one horse. We can obviously sell this. There we go. And I am going to try and fight some more villagers. I would not mind if we could actually fight a caravan, but caravans are actually really difficult for us at the moment. So I probably won't be doing that for quite some time. But villagers, on the other hand, they are much easier. Do you think I can... Yeah, wait. Let's see if we can actually... Yes. Yes, 23. That sounds pretty good. I think 23 sounds like a pretty nice number for us right here. And as you can see, we can now start getting some of these rovers leveled up into the... yeah, there we go. Into the thing that we want. Okay, so... there we go. We're not warriors, but I bet we can take you. If you want our goods, you'll have to fight us. Okay, yeah, so now this is the main reason why getting Scarface, which is the perk, is going to be super, super useful later on down the line, because it's actually going to increase the chances that they'll just surrender. They'll just surrender, and they'll basically be like, hey, yeah, we're going to... You know, we're just going to give you our stuff, you know? And that's generally going to be something that would be very, very useful at this point. But obviously that is, well, it's quite far away, isn't it? Yes, it's quite far away from us right now. But I wouldn't mind actually trying to raid a village as well. But again, that's also very much determined by how effective we're actually going to be at escaping after the fact. Because as it stands, we currently have a huge amount, for some reason, so many vassals in this area. I don't know why, but there are a lot of vassals in this area, and they are constantly sniffing around. And so we have a massive risk factor there. Because as soon as they see us, they're going to be on us like nothing else, basically. It's really very harsh, but, you know, not much we can do about that. We are absolutely destroying these villages. It kind of makes me wonder whether we will be able to even defeat a caravan. Maybe we can even take a caravan. Maybe that would be a good idea. I'm going to just knock a couple of these unconscious. Maybe I can try and sell some of them. I highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. But it's going to be a good idea to actually get a little bit of one-handed skill. If you can just get... Can you just kill one of these? Ugh. Never mind. I'll just use my polearm then. I'll try and get my polearm skill a little bit leveled up. One thing we do want to do, of course, as I mentioned before, is we do want to speak to these guys after the fact. We'll take a couple. I actually don't even know whether it's even necessary for me to take these. But as you can see, look at my roguery skill. Did you see my roguery skill? It leveled up dramatically from me attacking these villages. So that's really, really nice. And now, hopefully my disorganized state will allow me to catch up to these guys. Come on now. Come on now. We need to catch up to them. Oh no. I might not have the ability to do so. We are traveling very, very slowly. As you can see, they actually did manage to get into the town. And now... Oh, there we go. Nice. There it is. Okay, come on now. Get him. Get them before a vassal turns up, Barney. Come on now. We do not want you to... We don't want them to escape. We don't want them to escape. Okay, 3.7. Yeah, we are moving much faster. Okay, we're not warriors, but I bet we can take you? They're still not surrendering? That is hilarious. Alright, fine. I'll just attack them then. What else can I do? I didn't even get any loot for that, but we did get some roguery skills, you can see right there. So that's pretty nice. And we can now... actually get some of these guys to join us. Oh, I actually leveled up. Look at this. My clan tier leveled up to clan tier 1. Wow, okay. I wasn't expecting that to happen for a long time. But it does seem as though we are actually pretty good. Oh, and Nomadic Traditions is now going to come in clutch as well. Look at this. Plus 30% party speed bonus from footmen on horses. That's actually insane because we are consistently using that. As you see, it does give us only 0.16, but that is actually pretty good. You know, having a small benefit is much better than having nothing, so pretty happy with that. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.